love, our love, I love us. We're going to begin our service with this. So I just want us to spend as much time with this as possible. So they're going to play for a few minutes, and then I'll ring the bowl 3 times, and that's our cue. And then we'll begin our service with an invocation from our practitioner of service, Marcy McDonald. So welcome to Sunday service. Let's all just for a moment, just one more time. Shh. All of us. Shh. That comforting, soothing, loving energy present in the music, present in that very maternal shh is God. Here, now, in every moment. There it is. There's God. Every moment, every sound, every new experience in this beautiful world. Every repeated experience, it's all God, all of it. And in this music and in this it is God in and through and as us. We are the ones who make the music. We are the ones who comfort and love. It's God. And so I know that God is here in and through and as us right now. I know that what is true for me is true for every person in this room and beyond. And that as we come into service today, we are here now, fully present. I know that we are blessed by the incredible music
We have a wonderful guest today. We have a harp today. How beautiful. I know that we are blessed by the words that Reverend Charlene will speak. I know that we will be blessed by the entire experience. That every particle in this building is full of love and light and joy and spirit. And so I bless this day. I bless this service. I bless everything that comes after. I bless the chili cook-off outside. I bless those of us who will sit in the practitioner chairs. I bless all of it. And I just invite us all to be here now in this wonderful, wonderful moment. And so it is.
Well, thank you. Marcy McDonald, practitioner and also ministerial student. So I know. Just saying, you know. Welcome, everyone. I'm Charlene, Reverend Charlene, whatever you call me is fine. It's my joy, my honor to be here together this morning. What a day we have. It is blessed, and we are a blessing. We have two beautiful, fantastic musicians with us, artists with us this morning, Diego and Miguel. You'll get more on Miguel in just a moment. I know. Just so grateful for this vibration of the harp and the violin, all of it. It's just what a blessing. So welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley. We are a radically affirming community of love, of connection. It's so lovely for me to hear the chatter and the vibration of the voices and the giddiness when you all come in here and we're all seeing each other and loving each other up. What a blessing we are. We really are. What a blessing we are. So welcome. We come here, I think, not only to be in community together, but to engage our awareness, our consciousness, our remembering of who we are. And I like this from one of our teachers, J. Arthur Twine. Our teaching is a science, an art, a technique that you can learn that will enable you to have a fuller enjoyment of the good things in life. And that is really true for this teaching philosophy. It's a way of restructuring your brain, your synapses, so that you're making these different connections and you start to become a living, walking prayer. And your life starts to unfold in a way that you just can't believe. It's so divinely guided. And that really is the basis of this teaching philosophy created by Dr. Ernest Holmes, that you can change your thinking and change your life. And it really does work through classes, meditation, contemplation, all of it. The more we can connect with that truth of our inner being and trust it and expand it in greater and greater measure, our life just starts to unfold beautifully, and it's for us. So I'm knowing that we come together here to do just that through the music, through the message, through the community of love, that we remember who we are, we trust it, and we allow it to be a fuller expression in the world with no shame, no embarrassment. I am beautifully me in all my wonder and all of my hiccups. I am beautifully me. Mic is bugging me. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to move this out a little bit. Good morning. Hi, online. I'm working on my Dance Up song, but it is uniquely me in all my glory. Hi, welcome. You're a part of us. We love you. I love hearing from you. Okay, but I'm tapping my foot now. I'm wagging my finger. I'd like to see more comments in the chat, quite frankly. I would like to see and know that you are there, that you're not just a silent stalker, that you're in the chat and you're in the experience with us. And when you put your notes in there, then I get to look at it afterwards and go, oh yeah, that's true. Or, it really helps. So put your chats in, okay? We want to hear. I love you. Mwah. Okay. All right. So it is our time of service where we have our spiritual reading for the day. That's from our practitioner of service. So please welcome Marcy McDonald back up here for her reading.
She even turned the mic on for me. Ooh, fancy. Well, I have 2 readings today, and I even went out to the car, and I was like, one of these will jump out at me, but they did not. So we're doing a divine pick. If we should read this book on this side, please remain seated. If we should read this book on this side, please stand up, or just, hop in your chair a little bit. Oh, I think... You're not allowed to look. Are you peeking? No peeking. I think you and Jamie are the only one. I think we're reading the one on this side. Okay. On this side. All right. Then today's reading is from Anam Cara by John O'Donohue. The other one was Immortal Diamond by Richard Rohr. Also a good one. Can't go wrong, yeah, right? All right, this is from Anam Cara. I believe that our friends among the dead really mind us and look out for us. Often there might be a big boulder of misery over your path about to fall right on you, but your friends among the dead hold it back until you have passed by. One of the exciting developments that may happen in evolution and in human consciousness in the next several hundred years is a whole new relationship with the invisible eternal world. We might begin to link up in a very creative way with our friends in the invisible world. We do not need to grieve for the dead. Why should we grieve for them? They are now in a place where there is no more shadow, darkness, loneliness, isolation, or pain. They are home. They are with God from whom they came. They have returned to the nest of their identity within the great circle of God. And God is the greatest circle of all, the largest embrace in the universe, which holds visible and invisible, temporal and eternal as one. In the eternal world, all is one. In spiritual space, there is no distance. In eternal time, there is no segmentation into today, yesterday, or tomorrow. In eternal time, all is now. Time is presence. And I believe that this is what eternal life means. It is a life where all that we seek, goodness, unity, beauty, truth, and love, are no longer distant from us, but are now completely present with us.
Choice. Thank you, Marcy. I love that book. It is beautiful. Thank you. And today is All Saints' Day. If you're not familiar with the custom during this time from Mexican culture, we have our own ofrenda, our altar, our offering table set up, and we have beautiful photos of loved ones and pets, and even my pet Froggy is on there. He is on there. So I encourage you to go after service and take a look, and we're going to do a special prayer and blessing around it if you want to participate and join with us. It's a beautiful cultural expression that we've adopted, and I love it. It's so beautiful. All Saints' Day today. We celebrate all the saints, all of them. So I'm very excited about this next piece. So Diego is going to introduce and tell us all about what's coming up and what we get to enjoy. So Diego, take it away.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How's everybody doing? Well, I am so happy. We thought that a harp would be just perfect for this occasion. And Miguel Lopez, a friend of mine from San Diego, came all the way up here to play for you today. So give him a hand. A little bit about Miguel. He's originally from San Antonio, Texas, where he was born, and he went to live in Mexico. And that's where he lived all his childhood and then came back as an adult. And he discovered the harp in 1975. So now, as an adult, he's only been playing about 30 years. How many? 50 years. Oh, 50. Oh. Yeah, we're not going to ask you how old you are, okay? No, but anyways, since then, he has recorded several albums and collaborated with other musicians. Throughout his 40 years of musical career, he has performed in many different types of events, from schools, libraries, restaurants, weddings, corporate events, private events, music festivals. His style is an authentic, crisp, and syncopated, and his repertoire includes Latin American folk, popular, and traditional melodies performed in his unique style. He has done radio programs in Mexico and the United States, and his ability to learn different harp styles combined with extensive repertoire and years of dedication make him a versatile harpist. He is presently working on a new album of Latin American music, which includes a mix of original compositions and covers of traditional music. So let's give Miguel a hand. And would you like to introduce the song? Your featured song.
All right. So they asked us to play a feature song for the harp. And in Mexico and other Latin American countries, they compose music with the harp for nature, clouds, water, birds. And this particular song is called Pájaro Campana, which is the song of the bellbird, So the harp basically imitates the singing or the chirping of the bellbird, Pájaro Campana.
And where can they find a bellbird?
Oh yes, you can, if you don't know what the bellbird is, just go to the zoo. They have bellbirds there at the zoo. San Diego Zoo. Yeah, San Diego Zoo.
I have to do a talk? Seriously? That's it. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh. Did you feel that in your body? It's like immediately my eyes just started tearing up. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. The harp of the heart. Huh. What a coinkydink. That's what we're talking about today. So this month, we're beginning a new month, and this month's theme for Centers for Spiritual Living is loving the unlikable. Loving the unlikable. Let me say that again for the back seats. Loving the unlikable. I read the title and I was like, really? I have to love the unlikable? I gotta love it? Can't I just be tepid? It's okay. No, loving the unlikable, really sinking into that which I don't like, that which I don't care for, that which makes me uncomfortable, all the that's, and getting to a place where I can be in love with it and be okay with it and allow it to be in its own perfection. So that's what we're doing today. Let's prepare ourselves. So we're reading Everything Belongs by Father Richard Rohr, Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind and Spirit, Words That Heal Today, and also using some from the Science of Mind textbook. So those are the authors that we have today. And last week, we talked a little bit about, our immortality. We were moving into this time of Halloween and the Day of the Dead, and that, we are immortal, and that we cannot die no matter how hard we try, that there is this immortal piece of us, that soul piece that moves on forever. And in the book that, in the reading from Marcy this morning, right? Don't be sad for those who have transformed. They've moved into their wholeness. They've moved into that beautiful, juicy heaven. We can be sad that they're no longer on this plane of existence with us because we miss them and we love them, and that's meaningful. But they have moved into a place of eternality that is beyond words. So I can take comfort and joy in that part of it. Because, none of us is getting out of here alive. And we had this quote, which I really like: time is the only currency you spend without ever knowing your balance. Use it wisely. That's true for all of us. Use it wisely. And that's what I hope that we do with this teaching philosophy, is we put it to good use and we use our time wisely, and we create the lives we are yearning for now. Get busy living. Prepare to live, not to die. So today I'm moving into the Dia de los Muertos theme, the symbolism of it. We create these altars. I wonder if I have a picture. I can't remember. Anyway, we create these altars with candles and photographs and flowers, the marigolds, and we put a piece of bread out, and we put some candy out and some fruit out, and we place I love looking at all of the different altars. You know why I love it the most? I was at the festival in Lake Elsinore. I love all the beer and cigarettes that are on everybody's altars. It never gets old for me. I'm like, oh yeah, whiskey, very nice, right? So we put things on our altar that are symbolic of those things that our ancestors loved. For us, it's a pack of chewing gum. Susie's Gammer always had a little pack of spearmint gum in her pocket. You could count on her for that. So it makes me smile to see the representation of those loved ones who have transformed by what we remember about them. And I love that. So we're going to use that today. Now, the universe is, we know, right? I don't need to school us. We know that we're just vibration, right? Yes. Thank you. We are vibration. Everything is just vibration. It might be a little slower, like this podium, or a little faster, or even as fast as this, right? And it's movement. We are all vibration of a manifestation. And I believe that thought is a creative emotion of energy, and it's our thoughts are the transmutation, right? It's coming in through me. We remember from last week we had the 4 aspects of consciousness. Do you remember that little chart where it's kind of happening to me, and then now I'm starting to make things happen. I'm doing it myself, and then I move into the 3rd aspect of consciousness where I'm recognizing more and more that I am a channel of spirit, that I am allowing spirit to move through me. And then you finally get into the 4th quadrant, the 4th aspect, where you are it. It's not moving through me. I am it. And so having awareness of that vibration, that movement of thought, is just the eternal, I like that Dr. Ernest Holmes has names for all spirit, and I got this from the Science of Mind textbook, the eternal musician, with a capital E and a capital M, the eternal musician just playing its vibration in and as and through life. It's just a vibration. And then we have the harp. And so I'm going to give you some, get this. So I go and I look up the harp, and this is what they say about the harp. So it has many spiritual properties, but it mostly symbolizes divine harmony and connection. It is the bridge between heaven and earth. From way back, ancestral, cultural, they thought the resonance of the harp was that bridge for us to reach aspects of heaven. It's been used in rituals and in mythology to bridge worlds, to calm spirits, and achieve meditative states. So it's that harmony, it's that spiritual joy. It has healing properties. Its sound is believed to calm spirits, alleviate physical, emotional, or spiritual pain. It's a meditation aid. Its tranquility and its sound help calm the mind. Emotional stability. The harp's resonant tones are believed to promote emotional stability and can be used in therapies to help with stress and mood enhancement. So we're all going to go and be good stewards of ourselves and download some of Miguel's music because it's healing, has healing properties to it. And we can access deeper places within ourselves and maybe even travel out of ourselves to bridge between heaven and earth. And so, where am I? Okay. When we allow spirit to move through us, like we talked about, 3 and 4, we then become instruments of its harmony and unity in the world. We are moving that energy, that vibration, and we become little embodiment, little harps walking around, right? Little harps with our own resonance, our own vibration. Now, in this teaching philosophy, this is from Dr. Ernest Holmes, and I personally believe it. We believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence, that there's nothing outside of me. We have everything we need to create our heaven on earth right now. There's nothing stopping us. So if I'm feeling stopped, if I'm feeling stuck, it's because I am forgetting that I have the ability to believe that there's this indwelling presence within me and I can create a better experience for myself. So when we are creating the altar of our life through that resonance, through that vibration, we're not just moving in the world without momentum or presence. We are creating our life. And I want us to remember that and wake up to it as much as possible. Because each photograph that we place on an altar to remember them, we are remembering who we are. When I look at my altar at home and I see my ancestors, that helps remind me where I came from and who I am. Each photograph is a divine representation of spirit. Each candle lit is consciousness itself. They say that why they use the marigolds, the orange flowers that you see. I wrote it down, but I'm gonna booger it up. So I'm gonna look at you. Say again? Sempachuli, the marigold. They say that the vibrancy of the orange color is a guide for spirits to bring them back home into the home, because they follow the light. They follow the vibrant orange of the marigolds. And so we can embody that. We can create that in our own life. We can be it. I can imagine myself as an orange marigold, just, walking around. So they say, on the Day of the Dead, we speak the names of the dead so they know they are not forgotten. In doing so, we remind ourselves that love is stronger than absence. That's what I want us to think about, is love stronger than absence. That's the bridge. That is the bridge for all of us. And then when I was thinking about the altar, I had a big download. I'm going to go there because I don't know if I had a big download. I'm placing all the pictures on the altar, and I was like, dang. There's pictures of people I don't like on somebody's altar. There's pictures of somebody I do not like on somebody else's altar. And they are loved, and they are remembered, and it just hit me. I was like, it's not just the people I care about that get put on altars. Everybody gets put on an altar. Even the people I don't understand, I don't get their behaviors, they're on somebody's altar. Somebody loves them. And it just hit me, the unity, that everybody has a place on the altar. Everybody does. And I had to remind myself, I'm like, why do I forget that? I'm supposed to be some spiritual person, right? Why do I forget that with people I don't understand, I don't like, I don't understand their behaviors? And then I found this quote from Dr. Ernest Holmes: "A famine always arises when we separate ourselves from daily communion." Daily communion. If I had my altar up all year long, I would be remembering those people all year long. And I wouldn't be in famine, I would be in love and remembrance with them. And I thought, there it is. Where am I creating my own personal famine when I believe in separation? When I believe that person that I don't care for, that displeases me in some way, is not connected to me as my brother or sister, because we understand that we are all one. We're just a vibration happening. Can you turn the air conditioning on? Thank you. Just the front. Hey, wait, reminder, the front is the splash zone, okay? If you're up here, you're with me, you have to bring a shawl, because I get hot. Yeah, there's a blankie. I get warm. I'm so warm. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that works. Thank you. Okay, sorry, I digress. I have to be comfortable. So, how can I witness somebody in their behaviors that I don't understand, which is a nice way of saying I don't like you, to move from judgment to understanding. Because I do it all the time. And I've created my own famine because I'm not doing my daily communion. And I want to stay in Kingdom 3 or 4 as much as possible. I want to be that living, breathing prayer of God. Father Richard Rohr says, to be prophets, we must first see ourselves in what we see in others, good and bad. So, if I am seeing a behavior that displeases me, that I'm not comfortable with, my work is to look within and say, where does that live in me? That's my brother, that's my sister. Where does that live in me? Because there is potentially a little piece of something in me that resonates with that behavior that I don't like. And it could be a trauma wound, it could be a false belief, there's lots of reasons why that bugs me. But it's in me, good and bad. I just love it. I am here for the babies. Because we make our reality. And if I am in famine, if I'm in separation because I'm not doing my daily communion, then I am just creating a world of suffering for myself. The other person across the country who I do not like does not know I do not like them. They have no idea. They're living their life. I'm the one who's in the suffering because I'm like, Father Richard Rohr reminds us it's heaven all the way to heaven, and it is hell all the way to hell. Not later, but now. So it's heaven all the way to heaven. That's where I want to be all the time. I want to be in Kingdom 3 and 4. I want to be in heaven. Because when I get into my separation thinking, then I'm in hell all the way to hell. And I don't want that. I want to live in a heavenly state. I want to choose love over judgment. Now, I love this. Thank you, Marcy. If you're not following us and you're not catching Marcy McDonald's fantastic posts, get on board. Let candy corn be your reminder that no matter how many people don't like you, that there are people out there who literally love you for exactly the reasons you were rejected by others. You are someone else's candy corn in the negative, and you are also somebody's candy corn in the positive. It's true. We're all just, vibrations of candy corn having our experience. Some people are not don't resonate with my flavor. That's okay. But there's lots of other people who do resonate with my flavor, and that's okay too. Now, I loved this post. This is from Unity. To love without condition is the bravest thing we can do. Love without condition. When you let others be fully themselves without trying to fix or change them, you offer a rare and healing freedom for them, but most importantly for you. That's from Jim Blake from Unity. Not trying to fix, not trying to solve, not trying to figure it out, just creating heaven all the way to heaven by offering that rare healing freedom for both of us. Because God is everything. God is the one whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. God is inclusive, the essence of everything, within all things but not enclosed by it, outside all things but not excluded, above all things but not aloof, below all things but not debased. God is all in all. From her, through him, and in her is all power, presence, and essence. There's nothing outside of it. It's us who creates that attitude, that idea, that belief in separation. There's nothing separating us from anyone else. And when we get into that thinking, we can get into the circle of unity of life, that everything is included. Everyone has a place on the altar. There's no hierarchy of life. Humanity is simply another aspect of spirit expressing itself. It's that divine circle. Before enlightenment, all fear, judgment, and criticism is stated in the second person. You are. Right? After enlightenment, we join like Christ on the cross, and criticism is henceforth stated in the first person. We are. That's from Father Richard Rohr. When we move into a place of enlightenment or advanced consciousness, we understand that it's not outside of me. I can no longer point the finger out there. It's we are. We are. And so when I see those behaviors that I don't like, I have to turn within and say, okay, Charlene, that is my brother, that is my sister. Where is my place in this circle? And I think it's, tuning into that eternal musician. What is it you do to remember? Is it listening to the harp? Is it meditating? Is it prayer? Is it contemplation? Who's your prayer partner? Do you have one? I encourage everyone to have it. And it doesn't need to be like, we're not sitting under the Bodhi tree all day together, but who is that person in your life that you can go to with the deep reflection, the deep questioning, that's that person for you that you trust and gives you that great feedback? Do you have it? Yeah. Lean into that. Give that more time and energy. Make space for that every week so that you can continue to remember who you are, and they remember it for you too. So, coming back to the harp, we're going to have another interlude with music. And I hope that you close your eyes and you imagine your connection to heaven through the vibration, that you are just a vibration sitting here on another vibration, just sitting here, and that you connect and open to the experience. Let's see what comes in for you. Let's see what comes in from the eternal musician. The eternal musician. Miguel! Look at that. Right? So I'm going to ask the gentleman to come back up. We're going to prepare for our harp. And remembering it's the bridge between heaven and earth, between our mortal body and that ethereal body. See if we can close our eyes and tap into that. Feel ourselves as a vibration. And connect with ourselves or a loved one. Let's call them in. So please welcome Diego and Miguel back to our stage.
Thank you. Just a little shout out to my beautiful daughter who is watching all the way from Connecticut, Jewett, Connecticut. Hi, Andriana, I love you. Sorry. So our next song is called La Llorona, the weeping woman. Have any of you heard of that before? Some of you? Well, it's a legend, and there are several different versions of it. One of the version that stands up to time, and a lot of people believe that this version. It was a indigenous woman, a very beautiful indigenous woman, who caught the eye of a Spanish invader. I don't call them conquistadors, they're invaders. They invaded the Americas. So anyways, he fell in love, they both fell in love. However, and they had 2 kids. However, in many parts of the world, there's a lot of racism and classism, as you probably know. So they had 2 children, and she felt very, very sad because she wasn't accepted by his family. And so there was a lot of misery and a lot of ill feelings. And one day she saw that he was flirting with another woman. They say in a way of getting back to him, and because she didn't want her children to endure that type of classism and racism that she had experienced, in a fit of rage, she went down to the river and drowned her 2 kids. Incredible, but that's the story, that's the legend. And that's why they call this the legend of the weeping woman, because she's searching for their souls. And so now, mothers, a lot of Mexican mothers, probably Latin Americans mothers too, when the children are outside playing and they want them to get home, they go, "Ahí viene la llorona." Here comes the weeping woman. They know the story and they get very scared and they run into the house. That's la llorona. Salías del templo un día, llorona, cuando pasar yo te vi. Salías del templo un día, llorona, cuando pasar yo te vi. Hermoso huipil llevabas, llorona, la Virgen, yo te creí. Hermoso huipil llevabas, llorona, la Virgen, yo te creí. De mi llorona, 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 de azul celeste. Ay, de mi llorona, 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 de azul celeste. Tápame con tu rebozo, llorona, que yo me muero de frío. Tápame con tu sabroso, llorona, que yo me muero de frío. Todos me dicen el negro, llorona, negro, pero cariñoso. Todos me dicen el negro, llorona, negro, pero cariñoso. Yo soy como el chile verde, llorona, picante, pero sabroso. Yo soy como el chile verde, llorona, picante, pero sabroso.
Beautiful. So do we just totally abolish the false belief that you can't sing?
I'm learning.
Can we just abolish the false belief? I'm just saying. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. What a gift. What a gift. Oh, thank you. This is our opportunity for supporting our center, so I'd ask our ambassadors, Lorelei. I know, you got to get up now. I'm so sorry. Lorelei and Susie were our ambassadors this morning and greeting you as you came in. They're delightful spirits, each of them licensed practitioners. Thank you for what you give to our center and your time and your talent and your treasure. So this is our opportunity for giving back to this place that feeds us. So we believe in a principle here that as we give, we receive. It's the reciprocity. It's that universal principle that we cannot outgive spirit. We cannot. And so we give back to places that feed us. So this is not an obligation piece for anyone. I want each and every one of us to give to this place with such gratitude in our hearts for what we have received, what we have been fed. That is what spirit responds to. It responds to that vibration of gratitude and givingness, and then it says, my beloved, here you go. Let me give you more because you cannot outgive it. And so I have a joke that, if it's the waitress at Richie's Diner that lays some wisdom on you and you just go, holy cow, where have you been all my life? You give to that server and you say, thank you. That is the reciprocity that we're talking about. You give to where you have been fed spiritually, and spirit says yes. So if it's this place, because we're rad, great. If it's somewhere else, I just want you to be in the practice of that givingness so that you receive more. You receive more. So thank you. If it's here, thank you so much. It creates this space for us, this teaching, this music, the youth and family, all the ways that we create a community here that change lives. Thank you. You're a part of it. So I say thank you. So if you would, take your offering. If you're an auto-tither, I'm an auto-tither, so I practice looking at it in my hand, and then I bring it into my heart. Just put your offering, your givingness into your heart space, and just take a moment to say, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to give where I am fed, where I receive love and philosophy and theology and awareness. Thank you. I bless it. I call it good and very good. And so it is. And then we practice together our affirmation of abundance, which is divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. Beautiful. singer, I turn my mic off when I sing. It is time for our announcements with Sandra. Sandra? Are you not doing it today? I can do it. Okay. It's time for our announcements with Charlene. Woohoo! All right. I get to promote myself and practitioner Beth Haas. Spiritual principles and practices. Are you looking to create less famine in your life? This is a way to do it. It's a class that's starting this Tuesday night. It's from 6 to 8:30. Very easy, very fun. Beth and I have a good time. We enjoy each other, and we really look at spiritual practices and principles that are at play in our lives and how to use them to create our heaven now. It's a great class. There's a sign-up sheet on the activities table. So please sign up and join Beth and I. We have a good time. All right. Oh, okay. Here we go. Chili cook-off today. My chili's out there. You don't know which one it is, but it is the best. I will tell you that right now. So what we're going to do, we're going to have some fun. We sample the chilies. You have a little strip of paper with your 1, 2, and 3 on it. You just rank your chilies, and then we get to crown a winner, and they get bragging rights for a whole year until next year I try to dethrone them once again. So today, hosted by Monica and our hospitality team, thank you so much. We're having a chili cook-off. We do have an altar set up. We've got pictures on there. So we're going to gather after service and say a prayer of blessing, maybe speak to our ancestors that are on the table. If you haven't seen Diego's parents, they're like movie stars. You got to go check them out. They are incredibly beautiful people. So they're on there, and we just celebrate them. We celebrate these spirits, these lives that have transformed, but who are still a part of us. So we'll do that after service. Oh, next Sunday, are you ready to shop? Holiday bazaar time, Christmas presents galore. So we're going to have our own community selling their gifts, their wares, all handmade items. It's a beautiful
So, I don't know if you remember Joanna Pearl. She came over and said, Janie, why don't we do Christmas stockings? I said, yeah, why don't we? She said, well, your house is available, so we're doing it at my house. And it's this Friday. Bring your machine, bring thread, bring fabric, bring trinkets, I don't care. We're going to play, have fun. And if you don't have something for the bazaar, now you have something to put in the stocking. So we can do it all.
Wonderful. Thank you, Janie. If you don't know, is a beautiful artisan. She made this, And she made the Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life quilt in the back of the sanctuary where our prayer box is. So Janie is a beautiful artist. Yes, I know, yes. Oh, and she made for you and the babies and Angie? Okay, yeah, see, she's so talented. I'm not going to go into comparison. All right. It is our time where we get to pray together, a community prayer that we are vibration, right? So when we come together and pray together, we up-level life. We up-level the universe. So it is an important practice that we do together. So I'm going to ask Marcy to stop filming and to come up here as our practitioner of service. I'm going to ask every licensed practitioner to please stand. These are our beloved